These two teams have been playing for more than a century in the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
On the ready.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Iowa's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision. He can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
The Badgers' offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could
there he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Here comes the field goal unit. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bull here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry, Palmer, I guess you need a good trophy to go with it.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these trophy games, and now we're adding new ones to the mix. I'm all for it, man. Big brass bull on a stand. Good news is both of these teams, Wisconsin and Iowa, they've got a lot of big linemen that can carry that 70-plus pound trophy back to the trophy stand if they win.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Fires to the big fella. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. No huddle here for the offense.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Takes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking left. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going over the top. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Badgers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Boone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Makes a man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They go to the ground. Creates a little room. There he goes to the left. Smashes through the tackle. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Off play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Got enough for the first. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's in goal. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Boone. Delivers the stiff arm. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Takes the handoff. It's Harper. And he'll be brought down. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pit.
He's loose down the left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Badgers getting that pass rush from the second level like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front who transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long list of guys, and it's funny, they all kind of look the same. You know, athletic, smart guys that are tough guys, but one thing you have to have at Wisconsin for defense, versatility when you play linebacker.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Oh, they're after him. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off play action on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Finds space on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just feeds the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Badgers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Dugan. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires it incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. The sure hands, it's Smith. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's in goal. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Finds his big tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rushes on him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job.
Into the house. Touchdown, Badgers.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's in goal. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling.
Base, 27, jump!
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. 2nd down now after the sack.
Here we go, sack!
Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Dugan. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Garrett. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pulls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Good game return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got his man across the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Hawkeyes are on the move.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Makes his man miss. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period.
Military stun.
The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Brock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap. Like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go, sack.
They're going to run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. On Wisconsin is pushed out to a big lead as they take command against the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, and Wisconsin, obviously, they can feel the bull heading their way, right? Like starting to take the lead late in the game. This is what they want to do anyways. They want to play bully ball. They want to go get that trophy, Palmer, and finish this with Wisconsin style.
Yeah, David, you're right. Back in Madtown, there's someone right now in the trophy case kind of making some room. They're kind of clearing some space for the big 70-plus pound Heartland trophy. You can feel it all going Wisconsin's way here in the second half.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Catches it at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Complete with conviction on the crosser.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to...
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. It is Wisconsin who will head home with the big brass bowl known as the Heartland Trophy after beating Iowa. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.